Welcome back to Sous Vide Everything, guys. What happens if you grab meat butter and you insert it into the steak? And of course, when I say meat butter, I'm talking about bone marrow. There's only one way to find out if it's going to be good. That is to do it. Check it out.
This is what we call the butter of the gods. If you've never had it, it is difficult to explain. But I'll tell you one thing, eating bone marrow might be one of the best things you can ever have. And to prepare it, it's so easy. Here's how. Whenever I get bone marrow, it comes in just like this. As you can see, those red parts are a sign that there is blood inside of it. If you like a very strong flavor of bone marrow, you don't have to remove it, because as the blood is combined with the bone marrow, it becomes very strong. But after eating so many, I definitely recommend you taking it out, especially if it's going to be your first time. And to do that, it's pretty simple. Grab a container, fill it up with water, and throw in some salt. Now you want to do what's called a wet brine. We're basically going to be leaving this rest in our refrigerator overnight. And what that does is that it will remove all of that blood. And by the end, you're going to have beautiful white bone marrows just like this. And as I previously mentioned, if this is your first time, definitely go this route. Now, since we're not going to be eating this with toast like I normally do, all there's left to do is to put it in a vacuum bag, vacuum seal it, and it's ready for the water bath. Talking about that, I'm cooking both of them at 165 degrees Fahrenheit for 45 minutes. After cooking them from that long and that temperature, this is what you're left with. As you can see, some parts have completely melted and others haven't. So what I like to do is to make sure I break down all of the pieces. That will make it very easy to inject it into the steak. Now we definitely want to solidify a little bit so that we can inject it into the steak. If we do it just like this, it is a complete waste. But after 30 minutes, as you can see, it is completely solidified and it is now ready for the injection. Talking about that, this is the tool I'll be using. It was actually made to inject meat, so it should work like a charm. So after filling it up with bone marrow, it was time to inject some steaks. And for that, I chose these two beautiful ribeyes. And these are not prime, but they are a choice. So I'm wondering if after the injection they will actually become prime steaks. That is to be determined by the end of this video. To inject them, it's pretty straightforward. I just went to town on them and added as much as possible. Because as we all know, butter makes everything better. So the butter of the gods shall make it even better. Once I was done fully injecting the steak, this is what it looks like. And I know exactly what you're thinking. That does not look appetizing. And I 100% agree, because that is a weird steak. And to really tell if there's going to be any difference between them, the second one, I'm not going to be injecting it. That will be our control steak. This way, by the end of the video, we're really going to be able to tell you if it's worth doing this or not. But now that we have both of them ready, all there's left to do is to season them. And for that, I threw in salt, freshly ground black pepper, and garlic powder. The only thing left to do is to add them to the vacuum bag, vacuum seal it, and get them ready for the water bath. But first, I decided to make an incredible side dish. And this one is so easy to make, I can guarantee you have all of the ingredients already. I started by removing all of the crust from the white bread. Definitely recommend you using the right knife for it. If not, it's just gonna be a mess. Then you want to flatten out the bread as much as possible. If you don't have a rolling pin, anything will work, even a cast iron pan. Just make sure it's nice and flat. Now add 1 slice of ham, followed by 1 slice of cheese. I'm using sweet ham and baby Swiss cheese. Roll everything up, secure with 3 chopsticks. Make sure to snip the ends out, because the next thing we're gonna do is to deep fry them. And as you can see, this one is as easy as it gets. So to give them an awesome flavor, I seasoned my breadcrumbs. I started with freshly ground black pepper, followed by Korean chili flakes, oregano, basil, and salt. Now mix it well and your breadcrumbs mix is ready. I'm telling you right now, this mix right here is phenomenal, especially when you're combining with these ham and cheese roll-ups. But now all there's left to do is to beat up some eggs. Make sure you coat them nicely with egg wash. Roll them around in the breadcrumbs to make sure every single edge is coated, and your ham and cheese roll-ups are ready to be fried. Talking about fried, you want to keep your oil at 375 degrees Fahrenheit. And just in case you are wondering, I'm using canola oil. I like it because it's neutral in flavor. Fry them until they are golden brown. And once you are done, you are left with some easy, beautiful ham and cheese roll-ups. There is absolutely no way no one will like this. But now going back to our bone marrow injected steaks, I'm going to be cooking both of them at 135 degrees Fahrenheit for 2.5 hours. That will give me perfect medium rare steaks.
I cannot wait to find out if this is actually gonna work or if it's gonna be a complete disaster. With all that being said, the steaks were cooked at 135 degrees Fahrenheit for 2.5 hours, as you saw it. That is the perfect doneness, medium rare for a ribeye. It's ready, and I can't wait to find out if it's gonna be any good. Let's take it out. Let's do it. got these beautiful steaks out, and let me tell you something, I'm quite surprised because check it out. They have the same exact amount of juices in the bag, no more, no less. So to me, at least, it tells me that this is working, that bone marrow stayed inside of the steak. Because I'll tell you one thing, as I was inserting it, I put a whole syringe, and it's that big, everybody. There's a lot of bone marrow in there. I really thought it was all gonna be left in the bag, but apparently there's something in there. Now, with all that being said, these steaks definitely need a crust because they do not look like they are ready to go. So for that, I'm gonna be using the good old flamethrower. And I know these steaks don't look that good right now, but watch this. All right, everybody, here we have our beautiful spread today. What do you think, Angel? Huh?
Oh, it smells so good over here.
The smell, everybody, always gets to me. You know what I mean? It smells fantastic.
It smells too good right now.
So we have two types of steaks. Obviously, I gotta do an experiment. That's me. I love to experiment, yeah?
I got no problem with it as long as you're not tenderizing with pineapple.
No, pineapple, no. There's no pineapple here. Do not curse on the video this time, yeah?
Sorry, it won't happen again.
But hopefully it will be something good. Okay, with all that being said, which one you want to go first? The steak or this one here? Huh? Steak. All right, let's go for the steak then. All right. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
It is amazing. I'll let you say it. What do you think?
So, just by looking and by tasting, it's a lot less fatty than usual than I received from you. But,
Wow.
but it's still very tender, I guess, since you sous vide it.
It's a choice grade, yeah? It's not prime, everybody. It's a choice grade steak. You can tell it, but the taste, doesn't it? It's very, very
No,
flavorful.
The taste is amazing,
Yeah, you're going for another one already.
obviously.
You really like it. Can you hold on 1 second? We're gonna experiment. All right, this one, it's like a wonderful steak. That's all I have to say. It's
Nothing
nice and
wrong
tender,
here.
but like
Nothing
you
wrong.
said, it's missing a little bit of that fatness, that
Yeah.
richness from a prime steak. Okay, ready for the second one?
Let's go.
All right, let's go. When I stabbed it with my fork, it felt a little different. Second one. Cheers, everybody.
Oh, I like this one.
It's different.
It's definitely different.
Wow. It tastes different. What do you think, Angel?
I like it. It has a taste there that I've had before. I know it, but I don't have my finger on it right now.
It is different. Wow. I would say it's a different, but I don't know how to explain how different. Which one do you prefer, Angel? The first one or the second one?
I would go for the second one.
The second one. The second one is better. It is better, everybody. It is an improvement, but it's not like, I wouldn't consider this like such a high improvement like a prime steak. It's not like that, nah. But the taste is very wonderful that, you know, it lingers in your mouth.
Yeah, it has a more intense flavor there.
Right. Are you ready to find out what it is?
Go.
You remember that one time we did Wagyu injection? If you have not seen that video, everybody, I stabbed a little bit of injection on Wagyu on a steak. Make sure you check it out. But this one here, I inserted one of your favorite things to eat on bread.
Oh, on bread.
Yes.
You put bone marrow in that.
Yes.
Okay.
So we
That
put.
calls for seconds.
It is very nice, very mild flavor. I wouldn't say that it actually has more buttery taste or bone marrow taste, but it's a flavor that it's quite unique. I enjoy that one. Yeah, I can see you enjoy it a lot, huh? Yeah.
It's like the steak has a more intense flavor. That's how I would describe it.
Right.
For myself.
It more beefy.
Yeah.
More beefy.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, you ready to try this one here?
Let's go.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Oh.
Come on. Huh?
It's like a sandwich.
It's like a actually, it is exactly what it is. Nice, crispy on the outside, chewy and gooey and very cheesy on the inside. Come on, take a look at this, everybody. Is there any way that's not gonna be amazing? That is phenomenal. Now,
The taste is amazing.
it doesn't taste like a ham and cheese sandwich. When you
But it gives you like ham and cheese sandwich, I guess, vibes, you know? Like, you can feel the ham and cheese sandwich vibes.
Right. Angel, now here's the deal. Would you recommend them stabbing with the bone marrow or no?
How hard was it?
Not hard at all.
Then do it.
Do it, everybody.
If it's easy, why
It's
not?
easy as long as you melt it nice and easy, not over melted. Let it solidify once again. Put it on the syringe and inject it. It is as easy as it gets to make, and definitely something very different that I'm wondering how your family will react when you give them something like that. You know what I mean? You're basically putting meat butter on the steak, everybody. Come on, huh? Meat butter, Angel. That's
Nothing
it.
wrong with meat butter.
And this one, definitely worth it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do enjoy it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe for future videos. Remember, if you are interested in anything I use, everything is always in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. We out.